everyone, and welcome to your Odysseyware online tutorial about the course. This is Mrs. Wheeler's Odysseyware online class, but really if you're in any Odysseyware class, this tutorial can help you. First thing that I want to point out is in the address for Odysseyware up at the top left of my screen, there's no www for the address, so be sure that you're doing https://cnusd.owschools.com. That address should be in your syllabus as well. First time you're logging in, you're going to use your ID number to log in. That's going to be your username and your password for the first time that you're logging in. When you're logging in the first time, you're going to get a little bubble that comes up that gives you Odysseyware guidelines for the course. You're going to want to read through that and then click yes. Then you'll get to this page, which is your home page. First thing that you'll want to do is go up to My Preferences, and you're going to change your password to be something that's more unique and something that you'll remember other than just your ID number. You'll want to hit Save at the end when you're done doing that. The Odysseyware, this is your home page for Odysseyware program. The assignments do list just the next few assignments that you should be working on, but you'll see those also several other places throughout the learning system. Down here, if I've sent you a message, you'll see that listed there, so you'll just want to kind of check that every time that you log in. You can also send me messages and then I can reply to you, and that's where they will be, my replies. Under My Courses tab, you'll open that up. You've got a few different boxes here to look at. The first one is your schoolwork. This is similar to the first page, but this is a more comprehensive view of the assignments that you have coming up. On the right-hand side, you'll have an overdue box, and hopefully this is always empty. You don't want assignments listed in there because then you're in jeopardy of not completing the coursework on time and then failing the course. So keep that box empty. On the bottom right-hand corner, you have a box that's overall progress. And this will tell you how far along you're moving through the course. So as you complete the coursework, this bar will fill up and this number will fill up as well. And I will be sure to let you know at what point you should be at 25% complete, what point you should be at 50% complete, what point you should be at 75% complete, and so on. On the right-hand side, you'll also get a score as you're completing your coursework. But just note that this score is only for your Odysseyware coursework. It's not for the whole course, which includes your participation, some notes, maybe some essays. It depends on your teacher. So this is just generally not your overall score for the entire class. Now, if we move up here to the top, next to the Planner tab, you can click on the Courses tab. Here you should see your class listed that you're taking. If for some reason this is not the right class, be sure to let your teacher know. You can open this triangle to open up your course, and you can see how many units you have in the course. For this particular course, there's 5 units. Every course has a different number of units, though, so don't be alarmed if you open yours up and you have 8 or 9 units. The number of assignments within those units is probably shorter than the number of assignments in a course that only has 5. Then you can also open up these triangles and see your individual assignments within the unit. You're going to want to start with number 1 and work your way through and go in order. Anything that's in blue, you can actually go ahead and start working on, but I recommend that you still go in order. You can actually start working on this essay, but you're not going to know some of the information from these other units that you might need to work on this essay. So when you're ready to start working, you'll click on the first assignment, and you'll be sure that you have your paper out to take notes. You'll go through the module taking notes and reading this information, and then at the bottom you'll answer some questions about the information that has been gone over. So you'll answer these questions, you'll move on to all of the questions, and then be sure to hit Next Section or go up here to Section 2. Do the same thing with your notes and go at the bottom and fill in this response. When you're finished with a lesson, you want to be sure to go up here to the top and hit Submit Lesson. And that will actually grade your assignment or your lesson. That's about all you need to know regarding Odysseyware. It's a pretty user-friendly course once you get working on it. But if you have questions, I'll be available. Just let me know. You can send me a text, send me an email, or see me in class. When you're finished, just hit this Log Out button And you're good to go. Remember, you can do OdysseyWare from any computer that has internet, so be sure to stay on your pacing. Good luck!